of your number one ranked University of Tampa Spartans. Today, the Spartans welcome the number 23 ranked Mercy University Mavericks. Here are today's starting lineups, beginning with the Mavericks of Mercy, who enter with a record of 3-2. Defender is a senior from Farmingdale, New York, number 1, Lindsay Shaborsky. Defender is a junior from West Babylon, New York, number 3, Casey Bates. Defender is a junior from West Babylon, New York, number 5, Emily Marino. Midfielder is a junior from Ronkonkoma, New York, number 7, Rita Marie Massey. Midfielder is a sophomore from Islip, New York, number 11, Riley Wallace. Midfielder is a freshman from Mastic, New York, number 15, Kaden Meyer. Midfielder is a junior from Massapequa, New York, number 23, Megan Kello. Attacker is a senior from Greenlawn, New York, number 24, Leah Hansen. Defender is a sophomore from Bethpage, New York, number 26, Juliana Talenti. Defender is a freshman from Lindenhurst, New York, number 28, Leanna Quarta. Midfielder is a freshman from Farmingdale, New York, number 41, Ashlyn Kelly. And in goal for the Mavericks is a junior from Oak Ridge, New Jersey, number 25, Olivia LaMonica. Head coach of the Mavericks is Don Sachs, assisted by Joe Carossi. And now, here are your number one ranked University of Tampa Spartans. Defender is a senior from Smithtown, New York, number 4, Lacey Water. Defender is a senior from Bohemia, New York, number 5, Erin McLaughlin. Attacker is a junior from Towson, Maryland, number 12, Peyton Howell. Defender is a junior from Worthington, Ohio, number 20, Isabella Avila. Defender is a junior from Colorado Springs, Colorado, number 21, Grace Lichtenberger. Defender is a senior from Radnor, Pennsylvania, number 23, Katie Deschamps. Defender is a grad student from Syracuse, New York, number 25, Delaney Starr. Attacker is a sophomore from Havertown, Pennsylvania, number 30, Isabel McCarthy. Defender is a senior from Marlton, New Jersey, number 32, Grace Gilmore. Attacker is a senior from Baltimore, Maryland, number 40, Sophie Riss. Midfielder is a freshman from Longmeadow, Massachusetts, number 50, Maddie Sisla. And end coach is a sophomore from Parker, Colorado, number 60, Seppi Barbosa. Head coach of your Spartans is Kelly Gallagher, assisted by Kelly Gilday, Samantha Pagliacetti, and Elizabeth Gaynor. And if you would direct your attention to the opposite side of the field for Morgan's message.
Good afternoon. The University of Tampa is dedicating today's game to the life and legacy of Morgan Rogers, a former Duke women's lacrosse student athlete who tragically died by suicide in July of 2019 after battling mental health struggles. Although Morgan is no longer with us, her legacy and impact has created a growing community among student athletes, increasing mental health awareness. Morgan's message was created by her family and former teammates with the mission to eliminate the stigma surrounding mental health, doing so by normalizing conversations, fighting to equalize treatment of physical and mental health in athletics, empowering those who suffer in silence, and supporting those who feel alone. At the University of Tampa, we want to come together to make sure that all of our student athletes know how important they are and that we are here for them as fellow student athletes. To find out more information, please visit our Instagram page at Tampa Morgan's Message or visit morgansmessage.org. At this time, we ask you all to please rise and join us in a moment of silence to honor Morgan Rogers and the beautiful lives of the student athletes who have lost their battles with mental health. Thank you.
And would you please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Of Tampa University on promoting sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Using obscene gestures, profanity, racial, sexist, or unduly provocative language or action toward officials, opponents, spectators, or administrators will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the premises. The use of artificial noisemakers and alcohol products are not permitted. Smoking is permitted along the fenced areas outside the stadium. Be sure to check out our digital game program for today's matchup. Go to utgameday.com on your mobile device to view the team.
Good afternoon from the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex on the grounds of the University of Tampa campus. This afternoon, the number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans playing host to the Mercy University Mavericks, ranked number 23. I'm Bruce Wozniak, here to call the action for you on what we hope will be a consecutive 2-hour afternoon of women's lacrosse. It's 82 degrees here in Tampa, but a great threat of rain, unfortunately, in the area as the teams get set to face against one another. Mercy coming all the way down from New York with a 3-2 one-loss record on the season, and they come into this game on the heels of a tough 14-13 loss up in Waltham, Massachusetts against number 18 Bentley University. It was 1 week ago yesterday. The Spartans, just a few days ago on Thursday, a matinee game, they beat number 7 Indianapolis 16-11. Starting goaltenders this afternoon, Olivia LaMonica gets the start for Mercy University. And for the home team, Savvy Barbosa with the start. She is at the right end of the field. You see the Spartans dressed in all white, going from right to left in this first quarter. And Mercy University in all navy blue, going from left to right. Megan Callow to take this draw for the visitors. And for the Spartans on the opening draw, that was Maddie Sislik as the ball is loose and picked up by Lexi Waters. So the opening possession of the game goes to the Spartans. Waters across the Mavericks line. And a pass over to Peyton Howell. Howell fires it into the far corner. Risk back there. Pass over that connects with McGarvey. And to the near side now, handled by Van Vladriken. And quickly they move it back up top. That's Sislik on the run. Sislik changes hands now back to her right to Risk. Lobs it in the middle. Shot scores! Kaylee Van Vladriken just 42 seconds into the game. And the Spartans have the game's first goal. Some nifty passing by U Tampa. Sophie Risk picks up the assist on what is goal number 2 on the season for Van Vladriken. And Maddie Sislik out there again to do the honors on this draw for the Spartans. And for the Mavericks, that was Megan Callow again. And possession to the Spartans. Ball is loose and looked like it was going to be picked up by Grace Lichtenberger, but ball bounces and play carries on. And breaking all the way down in behind the Mavericks net. That was Christina Sato. Sato relatively easy to pick out because of that black brace on her left leg. So play resumes as Sislik tries to go behind the Mavericks net, and the official back there with a push call against the Mavericks. And there's Cato up top to Van Vladriken. Shot scores! Lichtenberger. That quickly, the Spartans make it 2-0. Just 1:46 into the game. And again, Sophie Risk will get the assist. And for Lichtenberger, that is her first goal of the season. She has played in 6 of the Spartans' 7 games so far in 2025 and gets herself into the goal column. And now Sislik, and once again Megan Callow on the draw. The Spartans win this one. The Mavericks still looking for their first offensive possession as Lexi Waters ducks under a stick and gives off a pass to Peyton Howell. Howell on the outside, takes it down, stops, comes back. Howell in front, scores! Peyton Howell rips it past Olivia LaMonica, and 2 minutes and 4 seconds into the game, the Spartans already have a 3-goal lead. And Peyton Howell, what a season she's having. Her 30th goal of the season. And that, no doubt, is that is second to Sarah Engel. Engel has 32, and Howell, as I said, now with 30. Sophie Risk near to them both. She has 27. And now another draw at midfield. And as I mentioned, draw controls 3-0 in favor of the Spartans. That one will be pulled down by the Spartans also, as it's Mary Kate Person loses it. And along the near sideline, the Mavericks seem to have it, and then it went out of bounds. So the Spartans with a 4th straight possession, as Lexi Waters will put it in from the near side. Relays it backwards to Grace Gilmore, and her pass over now. I believe that's Isabella Avila, it is. And she leaves a pass for McKelsey Montgomery. To the corner it goes. That's McGarvey on the run. Nice pass to Howell, gets inside, and her shot goes wide and out of play. Peyton Howell had a good look at the net, just wasn't able to get the shot on goal. Sophie Risk being almost double teamed there. Gives it to Howell. Howell switches hands, breaks in, takes a bounce shot that hit the crossbar. And Olivia LaMonica was bailed out there. As her team will get its first trip down the field offensively. And we have a green card 3 minutes, 19 seconds into this game. Unofficially, it looks like it's going to be Isabella Avila. And in fact, it is. So a chance now for the Mavericks on their first offensive possession of the game. And this is Riley Wallace to start it in for them. And now, hold on, we're going to have another call against the Spartans, this against Sophie Risk. One minute for illegal use of the stick, a green card against Sophie Risk. So a big chance for the Mavericks here as Wallace brings it in. They send it over to the far side. Back to Wallace again. And over for Caden Meyer. Now Ashlyn Kelly sends it behind the net. Pass that missed. And I believe this might be an offside call. This comes at the 3:48 mark, and wow. It's Sia Markowski. Indeed, it is a 1 minute penalty for offside. And the Spartans, 3 players short. And the door wide open here for the Mavericks. The penalty that will expire soonest against Avila has 20 seconds remaining on it. There's a difference of 5 seconds between the call against Avila and the one against Risk. Here's a chance in front and a save by Barbosa. A good look at the net for the Mavericks, but savvy Barbosa there to shut it down. And off to the races goes Grace Gilmore. Ducks under a couple of sticks from Mavericks players, and Gilmore on the run. And the 2 penalties have expired, so Sia Markowski, the only one still over in the penalty area for the Spartans, as this is Peyton Howell with it. Howell changes hands, looking for an open teammate. 35 seconds left in the call against Markowski. Sophie Risk goes down and looks to be injured. And play stops. And Sophie Risk is down. We will take a break and be back with more on TampaSpartans.tv. Sophie Risk helped off the field, and unofficially it appeared to be her right knee. And she is just now getting to the sidelines with the help of a teammate and a member of the staff. Spartans are going to have to hope for the best, as Risk appear to be in a great deal of duress laying on the field, and try to refocus now as the game about to resume. 4:54 into this first quarter, and it's Mavericks ball, and there's a pass that misses, still loose and picked up by Avila for the Spartans, and away she goes, lost it, picked up by the Mavericks, Ashlyn Kelly, and the official right there does say carry on. And are we going to have another call against Avila? This coming 5:17 into the first quarter, and this will already be the second call against her.
A green card to the Spartans, number 20 is Avila. A 1-minute penalty.
A 1-minute penalty against Avila, a green card, as Kelly played it back, and now up ahead it goes to Wallace. Wallace, and dare I say possibly a second Sia Markowski penalty. And this comes just 10 seconds after the Avila call.
1 minute for offside.
A 1-minute offside call to Markowski. That was what she was penalized for the first time. To the corner it goes. Mavericks down behind the Spartans net. On the run, that's Callow being chased by Gilmore. Sends it up top for Meyer. Quick pass inside, and down went Leah Hansen. And the Spartans fans not happy with the call that appears to be against Katie Deshan. So a free position attempt here for Hansen. Leah Hansen one-on-one against Barbosa. And the shot goes wide and out of play. 25 and 35 left on the Avila and Markowski penalties respectively. Big checking by the Spartans there. And so the Mavericks have to reset, send it in behind the net, pass out in front, and a fake shot by Wallace, and then dished it off to Meyer instead. 2 seconds, 1 second. Avila's penalty expires. There's a shot that goes wide and out of play. And now the Markowski penalty expires, and Spartans back at full strength. And I believe that Sophie Risk is laying on the training table on the far side of the field. As play carries on with her team coming down, there's a nice chance for Sizzluck before the Mavericks defense closed up the slot. And now Lichtenberger looking for room to operate. Back to Sizzluck again. Behind the Mavericks net. That's Peyton Howell. And up top it goes. A collision. It was intended for Lichtenberger. And the Mavericks will head back the other way. On the run, that's Shimborski. And now Callow drops off a pass for Meyer as the Mavericks try to settle things down. Kelly with it. Back to Meyer. And now they work the perimeter as Wallace sends it over for Hansen. Leah Hansen tries a spin move, and a nice job defensively by Lexi Waters to knock it loose. And they will call a violation against her. And one of the officials wants to go over and have a word at the scorer's table. And indeed, I can see Sophie Risk with her right knee wrapped in what looks like a whole lot of ice. Sitting up, but on the training table nonetheless. As play resumes, Mavericks looking for a shot inside. They do, but it goes wide and out of play. Nice checking there for the Spartans by Delaney Starr. It denies a shot on goal, and the ball ultimately goes out of bounds and is turned over. 6:24 to go in the opening quarter. There's Grace Gilmore starting it up for the Spartans. Her pass connects up ahead with Van Vladriken. And Kaylee Van Vladriken takes it all the way to the far corner. Now leaves a pass back. A fake shot. Howell tries to get inside, gets a shot away. That goes wide and out of play. Possession stays with you, Tampa. And now Sato puts it back into play. Connects with Sizzlick. Bounce shot, scores! Maddie Sizzlick joins the scoring parade. It's 4-0 Spartans with 5:49 to go in the first. And for Sizzlick, that is goal number 5 on the season. Alexis Abe gets the assist. So after getting 3 quick goals to start this game, Spartans had 3 goals in the first 2:04 of the game. They go just over 7 minutes, with both teams being scoreless for that matter, before Tampa gets back into the goal column. And after having scored the goal, I believe that's Sizzlick, indeed it is, on the draw, and was opposed by Megan Callow. This is Shimborski in possession for the Mavericks. No, turned over. And down in behind the Mavericks net is McGarvey. She takes it to the far side. McGarvey seemed as though she was looking for Lichtenberger. Unable to get it there. And now it's in the stick of Sizzlick. Pushes it in the corner to Sato. Pass up top. Van Vladriken sends it over. To the corner it goes. Sizzlick one-on-one, and the defender gives her a shove. Has to take it in behind the Mavericks net. Sizzlick comes out the other side. A pass that connects, shot coming. Oh, hit the goal post. A great look for Lichtenberger. And the shot clock resets. However, the Mavericks are actually going to pick up the loose ball and try to head back the other way. Played back to Marino. And Emily Marino has 2 Spartans to get away from. And now Grace Gilmore comes over at the third. And credit Emily Marino some nifty footwork. She got through traffic. And now it's Juliana Talenti. Callow to the corner. Being chased by Lichtenberger. Takes it all the way to the other side. Up top, this is Ashlyn Kelly. And now over for Meyer. And nice job defensively by Avila, knocking the ball free. And it was initially picked up by Lexi Waters, but the Mavericks got it back. However, it does go out of bounds. And so the ball will go to Tampa, as Avila will race over to put it into play from this side of the field. And away she goes. A long pass pulled down by McKelsey Montgomery. And now over to the far side of the field. Cutting in front. And they're going to say a crease violation, I believe. No goal. And the Mavericks try to start out of their own end. Some good pressure over on the far side by Peyton Howell. And there's a pass that connects. And now dropped by Talenti. And Grace Gilmore picks it up, and away she goes. Grace Gilmore may break in one-on-one. A defender slides over, and Gilmore pulls up and left a pass back that missed Peyton Howell. However, there to recover on the far side was Mary Kate Person. And that's Alexis Abe as they work it up top to Person. Mary Kate puts her shoulder down, heads inside, and then gives up a pass. And now over on this side, it's Sato. Ball is loose. Plenty of time on the shot clock. And over now for Sato. Finds an open teammate on the far side. That's Peyton Howell. Tries to get inside. Howell shoots, scores! Peyton Howell, her second goal of the game. And just 1:55 to go in the first quarter. The Spartans have themselves a 5-0 lead. As Peyton Howell gets goal number 31 on the season. And that will be unassisted. And some nifty play there by Peyton Howell to continue to grow this Tampa lead. Mary Kate Person for the Spartans out there on this draw against Megan Callow. Ball is out, and Spartans get to it. You saw Person go down, and Waters on the move. Lexi Waters for Howell. Howell with the pass over for Abe. Alexis takes it down in behind the Mavericks net, changes hands, and a whistle. And let's see what the call is here. Appears to be against the Mavericks. And a free position attempt. Nope, Abe opts to dish it off. Over for Person now. On this side of the field, Sato in the corner, out in front, and a shot taken by Abe, and LaMonica able to stop that one as the pass comes over to this side of the field. The Mavericks started up. 1 minute left in the first quarter. The Mavericks to this point only have one shot on goal. And so looking to get inside, and it's not going to happen now as possession is lost, and away goes Grace Gilmore for the Spartans. Gilmore 1-on-3 and has to slow it down while her teammates catch up. And so Spartans take it all the way down behind the Mavericks net. Christina Sato with it. Long pass up top. And there's a shot, scores! That's Isabel McGarvey. And the Spartans lead now at 6-0, with just 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Five different goal scorers for Tampa, as McGarvey picks up her 13th goal of the season. And so we will get what in all likelihood should be the final draw of the first quarter. It's Mary Kate Person out there for the Spartans. And once again, the Mavericks send out Megan Callow. And a face-off violation called. And so possession to the Spartans. They bring it down looking for one last shot before the quarter ends. And nothing there. Peyton Hollow with it. 4 seconds. 3, 2, and they will likely not get a shot away. Indeed, the horn goes. And the first quarter ends with the Spartans in a big 6-0 lead. I'll be back with some first quarter stats after this on TampaSpartans.tv.
Be sure to follow all Tampa games on TampaStats.com throughout.
Locker room or something. Back here at the Nemoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex in the quarter break between the first and the second. All Spartans so far, they lead on the scoreboard 6-0. They outshot Mercy University 7-1 in that opening quarter, and draw controls very heavy in the home team's favor. Spartans with 6 of the 7 in that first quarter. 6 turnovers for the Mavericks, 4 for the Spartans. And as I had mentioned, pretty balanced scoring. Peyton Howell has a pair, but 4 other Spartans players have 1 goal each. And the players coming back onto the field following the quarter break, and obviously they have changed ends. So Tampa now going from left to right. And a draw out at midfield now between Megan Callow and Maddie Sisluk. And the update on Sophie Risk is that she is sitting on the field on the far sideline down at the end of the line of Spartans players, and her knee still heavily wrapped in ice. Her teammates, meanwhile, have the opening possession of the second quarter. There's a shot, score! Maddie Sisluk with her second goal of the game. And the Spartans really in a higher gear as they have a 7-0 lead. Christina Sato gets the assist. now Callow out there once again for the Mavericks, taking this draw. And that was Sislick again. Ball is loose and picked up by Lexi Waters. And away she goes. Pass for Sato. Back for Van Bladricken, now to Sislick. Pass to the near corner. Up top it goes for Howell. Peyton Howell tried to cut through the slot, and the Mavericks closed that up right away. Here's Sislick again. Sislick wants to go one-on-one, gets inside, takes a shot. It was deflected. It goes high and out of play behind the Mavericks net. Possession stays with you, Tampa. And we're actually going to get a free position attempt here. Pretty sure that that's Sislick. And it is. Opts not to shoot. Drops it back instead for Lichtenberger and over to Howell. Howell, two defenders there. And the Mavericks not giving her anything in the prime scoring areas. And bumped was McGarvey. And still being chased there by Ashlyn Kelly. There's a nice pass inside. Sislick has two defenders in front of her, though, so she passes it over here to Howell. Howell wants to go one-on-one. Can't shake the defender. Shot, scores! Peyton Howell won't be denied. Gets her third goal of the game. And the rout is on as UTampa now in a 8-0 lead. 1:41 into the second quarter. It's unassisted, and she has now tied Sarah Engel for the team lead in goals on the season at 32. And there are two other goaltenders on the Mavericks roster. I do see them both on the sidelines, but neither of them being warmed up. So for the time being, head coach Don Sachs sticking with Olivia LaMonica. And meanwhile, we have a weather delay. And so play is going to stop 1:41 into the second quarter.
Your attention, please.
Due to the weather delay. So we ask you to stick with us, and we will resume the broadcast once they get the okay to resume play here on TampaSpartans.tv.
and sleeping, awaken, without a woman next to me. Cause I'm burning, inside I'm hurting, and a feeling I can eat. So blame it on the night, don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me, blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me, blame it on me.
Welcome back to the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex on the grounds of the University of Tampa campus and the resumption of the Tampa Spartans game against Mercy University Mavericks. I am Bruce Wozniak. We are in the second quarter. This game started yesterday and then was forced to be postponed to today due to weather here in West Central Florida. The Spartans have an 8-0 lead, 141 into the second quarter. They outscored their opponent 6-0 in the first quarter, and then 2 goals in the second. And that's where we sit now. Although one big wrinkle, one big change, is that Sophie Risk got hurt yesterday. And so the Spartans, who already are without both Jenna Myhall and Sarah Engel, that means that 3 of their top 4 point getters are all not playing. Only their top point getter, Peyton Howell, is in action. And so now play is underway as Lexi Waters has it for the Spartans. And to refresh on the goaltenders, Savvy Barbosa for the Spartans and Olivia LaMonica for the Mavericks. And shots on goal 9-1 in favor of the Spartans. And surprisingly, the draw controls exact same numbers, 9-1 in favor of the Spartans. Tampa with possession here as Sizzlick sends it over to Peyton Howell, that leading point getter that I referred to. Howell looking for some room, and a nice job by the Mavericks. There's a shot, scores! Howell just was persistent and would not give up as Peyton Howell picks up her 4th goal of the game. It's unassisted and comes 3:32 into this game. The Spartans still in their all-white, and Mercy University still in their all-navy uniforms. And we'll have a draw at midfield with Megan Callow out there for the visitors. And let's see who she's opposed by for the Spartans, and it is Maddie Sisluk. And Sisluk gets the possession, and away she goes. Across the Mavericks line, has it knocked free from her stick. A nice play there from behind by Lindsay Shimborski. And so the Mavericks, with their first offensive possession of this afternoon, as they cross midfield, dropped, picked back up by Megan Callow. There's a pass up ahead for Wallace. And now 2 players, one from each team, battle for it on the near side, and the official right there to award possession to the Mavericks as Caden Meyer sent it down into the corner. Behind the Spartans net it goes. Up top, that's Ashlyn Kelly. And now loose ball taken away by the Spartans. And off to the races is Lexi Waters. Had it knocked free from her stick and picked it right back up. Into the far corner it goes. That's Lichtenberger. As the defender goes down, Lichtenberger, looking for an open teammate, sends it over to the far side. And now this is Howell into the near corner. And nothing there for Isabel McGarvey, who now becomes someone that the Mavericks will have to keep an eye on, because with Engel, Risk, and Myhall all out, McGarvey is the 5th leading point getter on the Spartans, or at least was entering this game. She does have 1 goal already. Scored yesterday, of course. And there's a pass behind the Spartans' net. And working out in front, a shot and the rebound corralled by the Mavericks. And looking to get inside was Callow. And now the pass off to Kelly instead. Pass in front and shot doesn't get through. It's loose. And a bunch of them battle for it. And Lexi Waters comes out of the pack with it for the Spartans. And off will go Lichtenberger. Excuse me, that's Isabella Avila. It's 20, not 21. Avila has a lane and is pushed at the last minute. No opportunity to shoot. And the official back behind the net with the call against the Mavericks. And Mary Kate Person will put it in play for the Spartans. On the restart, she sends it up top. That's Sia Markowski. Pass over to the far side. And now to Howell. Howell is bumped. Second defender slides over to help out. They knock the ball free from her stick. And the Mavericks able to get the turnover. And Shimborski again, who we saw just a little bit ago with a caused turnover. And now that's Emily Marino. Relays it back to her goaltender. And now to this side of the field it comes. Good pressure by the Spartans. And there's a pass up ahead for Meyer. Caden Meyer shoots, scores! And the Mavericks finally get on the scoreboard 6 minutes 42 seconds into the second quarter. It is 9-1 as Caden Meyer with the unassisted goal, and that is goal number 9 on the season for her. The third shot on goal for the Mavericks, and they finally find the back of the net. And now Megan Callow and Mary Kate Person will do the honors on this draw. As you can tell, loads of sunshine here in Tampa on this Monday afternoon. Granted, only 65 degrees out. Beautiful day nonetheless. And the ball is out. And that one will be picked up by the Mavericks. On the run is Riley Wallace. Wallace carries on. She had passed it to Callow and got it right back. And now on the far side of the field, that's Meyer, who had just scored. Shot coming in, goes out of play off the stick of Leah Hansen, who had a good look at the net. And that is turned over, however. So Lexi Waters will put it into play for the Spartans. And does. Waters up ahead, dropped, and now picked up by Avila. Isabella Avila weaving her way through traffic, has it knocked free from her stick, and a bunch of them battle for it. The Mavericks come up with it, and the referee says, yes, play on. A little spin move by Szymborski, and for some safety, they ease it back, and now across to the other side of the field after all. That's Ashlyn Kelly on the run. Kelly races past her own sideline, and now she ends up back with it again. Up top it goes to Meyer. Over to this side of the field now. And there's a pass back up top for Meyer once again. Gets a step on the defender, and another Spartan slides over to help out. Shot coming, they score! Caden Meyer again. And the Mavericks, after having gone down 9-0, have back-to-back goals for a 7-goal deficit. That one is also unassisted. And now Megan Callow awaiting an opponent for this draw. And she gets such in what appears to be Mary Kate Person. Referee not just set, and now is. And no, that was Sizzlick, not Person. And the Mavericks win it again. And on the run, that's Riley Wallace. Wallace backing up. Now sends it across. Breaking out from behind the net. There's a pass up top. And Kelly sends it over to the other side of the field. This is Hansen now. Quick pass. Kelly trying to juke the defender. Up top, that's Meyer again. And the ball is loose. And neither team able to possess as of yet. And the Spartans get it. Out of the pack comes Lexi Waters. Her pass up ahead. Alexis Abe on the run. Abe deep in the corner. Now goes all the way in behind the Mercy University net. Up top it comes Lichtenberger over for McGarvey. And she sends it back behind the Mavericks net to the other side of the field. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. The Mavericks have scored twice to make it 9-2. And on this side, it's Peyton Howell. Howell, 2 defenders on her, and ends up right in the stick of LaMonica. And she drops off a pass as the Mavericks will start out of their own end. And some good footwork here by Szymborski. And Lindsay Szymborski, a pass that was bobbled by Casey Bates, and the Spartans able to take it back the other way. Lexi Waters once again. Waters, her pass for Abe, sent back for McGarvey. And look out as a Mavericks defender was coming back into the play that Lichtenberger didn't know was there. Spartans still in possession though. And Vladrikin. Quick ball movement by the Spartans, and we have a whistle that will stop play with 3:45 remaining in the second quarter. And a free position attempt for the Spartans. And a shot that goes wide and out of play. That was Maddie Sisluk with the shot. And now on the restart, lots of time still on the shot clock for the Spartans, but it doesn't matter. They turn it over again. So some turnover issues here. And here come the Mavericks looking for more. This is Megan Callow. Pass. And swarming defense by the Spartans. And are they able to cause a turnover? Yes. As Barbosa gives it to Waters. And now to the middle of the field it goes. And a quick pass up ahead to McGarvey. Away goes Howell. Sends a pass into the corner. Montgomery over for Markowski. Sia Markowski, some nifty footwork. Gives it to Abe. Up top, now they'll go to the other side of the field. Over for McGarvey again. And a whistle as Howell was about to have a great look at the net. And instead, with 2:25 remaining in the second quarter, she will have a free position attempt here against Olivia LaMonica. Howell breaks in, scores! Peyton Howell, goal number 5. She has half of the Spartans' goals as the score goes to 10-2 with 2:20 remaining in the second quarter. Peyton Howell now at 34 goals on the season. We'll see Megan Callow, and this time it is Mary Kate Person on this draw. Draw controls are 10-3 in favor of the Spartans. The official still not quite set, still not quite pleased, and now is, backs out, and the ball's out, and chased down, picked up by Lexi Waters, and the Spartans will go back to work on offense. Person sends it over. McGarvey is checked. Sends a pass over. Up top it comes now to this side of the field. Howell relays it back across. And to Howell once more. Flips a pass for McGarvey. And now a pass to the other side of the field is going to go out of play. And so turned over again by Tampa. As play has been sloppy to the tune of now 10 turnovers for each team. And here comes Mercy University on the run. Riley Wallace. Being chased by Waters. Wallace has it knocked free from her stick. Possession stays with the Mavericks. And Waters there again to cause some distress. Up top with it is Hansen. And now this is Meyer. Meyer being chased by Deshan. Hansen with a pass to the other side of the field. And that's Ashlyn Kelly. To the corner it goes. And they send it back behind the net. Nice job by the Spartans to prevent any good shooting opportunity for the Mavericks. 14 on the shot clock. And out in front they score. Megan Callow gets the goal as their patience and persistence paid off. An unassisted goal for Callow with just 4 seconds left, and that cuts it to 10-3. And for Callow, that is goal number 6 on the season. And now we'll have one final draw here in the second quarter. Callow and Mary Kate Person. Ball is out and not possessed by either team, but the horn goes to end the second quarter. So after the Spartans had built up a 9-0 lead, the Mavericks have now outscored them 3-1 to make it 10-3. So we will be back with the second half following this 10-minute break here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Women's lacrosse has the championship trophy.
Welcome back as we get set to resume play here at the Moley Family Athletic and Intramural Complex on the grounds of the University of Tampa campus, with the home team in a 10-3 lead, the number 1 ranked Spartans and the number 23 ranked Mercy University Mavericks. I'm Bruce Wozniak, and the teams, of course, have changed ends now, so the Spartans going from right to left here in this third quarter, and the Mavericks, they send out for this draw against Maddie Sislick what is likely to be Megan Callow, who seems to do all the heavy lifting when it comes to draws. Draw controls are 11-3 in favor of the Spartans, and UTampa out shooting Mercy University 12-5 to this point. As I had mentioned, 10 turnovers for each team, and you see possession awarded here to the Spartans, and Lexi Waters puts it into play. Off goes Isabella Avila. Comes to the near side. And to Sislick. Changing hands. Now back to her right. There's a pass that connects with Christina Sato. And up top, Lichtenberger to Sato. And now Sislick wanted to cut inside, had the ball knocked free, and has to toe the end line. And the stick coming up awfully high from the defender right in front of the official. Nothing called there. And so the Spartans continue working in the Mavericks' end as a pass from Lichtenberger over to Howell and relays it to this side to Sislick. And now a whistle stops play with 31 seconds still on the shot clock. Just 1:11 into this third quarter. And this is Christina Sato on the free position attempt. Sato shoots, scores! Christina Sato wound up and fires that one past Olivia LaMonica, and it's a 8-goal Spartan lead. Christina Sato in her third game of the season, and that is her second goal. And now Sislick on the draw against Callow. Ball's loose and picked up by Sislick. And defenders all around her, and spins her way out of that. And now through 2 defenders and has a little bit of room. And she'll just flip a pass. As Lichtenberger sent it over to Howell, now to the corner. And up top it comes to Lichtenberger again, over for Sislick. Quick passing by the Spartans. Sato, and getting a piece of that one was LaMonica. And the official right there on the spot says possession to Mercy University. And the goaltender, LaMonica, puts it into play, sends it over, and now gets it right back. Looks up the middle instead and gives it to Caden Meyer, who has 2 of the 3 Mavericks goals. Meyer over to this side now as the Mavericks try to get across the Tampa line, but the Spartans, do they cause a turnover? No, picked up and carried on by Marina Morales. Morales being chased by Katie Deshan back there and all the way around the net. And now a pass that's up top to Kelly. Over now for Meyer. And there's a pass that connects with Wallace. And now Meyer once again. Behind the net it goes. That was Juliana Talenti trying to work her way out front. Unsuccessful, and so this is Meyer up top. 13 on the shot clock. And nice job by the Spartans defense shutting this down. 4 seconds, 3. The shot clock is going to expire, and so the Mavericks just throw it away. And Lichtenberger will put it into play for the Spartans. And does. Gives it to her goaltender Barbosa, who sends it over and quickly pass up ahead to Sisluk. And now she crosses midfield. Pass across to Sato. Christina Sato puts on the brakes. To the other side of the field it goes. And that's Howell. Sato, nice passing. And backing her way out was Sisluk, who was pushed. 2 Mavericks defenders on Sisluk and picked up by the Spartans. Opportunistic, and the pass dropped. And LaMonica is going to cover that up in her goal crease. And Mercy starts out of their own end. Away goes Riley Wallace across midfield. Wallace ran into Delaney Starr. Now they carry on as Morales takes it deep behind the Spartans net, being ridden back there by Grace Gilmore. To the far side it goes. Do they keep it in? It goes out. And they're looking for a signal from the official who says Spartans ball. And here come the Spartans on the run. Avila with a drop pass from McGarvey. And now Avila. Pass connects with Howell. Howell looking for room. Cuts inside. Nothing there. Carries on. And Howell has it knocked free from her stick. And nice job by the Mavericks for another caused turnover. And now Mercy starting out of their own end. Trying to cross the Tampa line is Wallace. And the caused turnovers, 8 for the Spartans and 6 for the Mavericks. 13 turnovers by the Spartans and 11 for Mercy. So the field's starting to tilt a little bit in that regard, as there's a pass that's dropped, chased down and picked up by Leah Hansen. Hansen sends it over for Meyer. Caden Meyer. And from behind, that was Avila. And the official blowing the play dead. This with 8:14 to go in the third quarter, and we're going to have a call here against Mercy.
A yellow card has been issued to the Mavericks number 15, Caden Meyer. 2 minutes for slashing.
And of all people, it's Caden Meyer. 2 minutes for slashing. So as I mentioned, she has 2 of their 3 goals, and now they are without her as she sits down in the penalty area. Spartans, meanwhile, trying to get to work offensively. Lost it. And now they regain possession. Pass over to this side of the field. And Person sends it into the corner. Back up top they go with it quickly to the other side now. Person fires a pass in the corner. Pass in front, missed. In front, they score! Nice passing by the Spartans, and they convert with the extra player as Isabel McGarvey finds the back of the net for her second goal of the game. And that is goal number 14 on the season. She is the player that I had said that with the second, third, and fourth leading point getters out of the lineup due to injury was going to have to step up. And lo and behold, here she is, beating Olivia LaMonica for a 12-3 Spartans lead. As we see Mary Kate Person out there for the Spartans and Megan Callow for the Mavericks, ready to take this draw. The Mavericks, of course, back at full strength after that goal, and this one will be picked up by Lexi Waters for the Spartans. And Waters ducks away from two Mavericks defenders and off to the races. And going down, I believe that may have been McGarvey. Play resumes. And some nifty footwork on the far side of the field as it's up top now. And to this side. And they will call that one a push on the Mavericks as Christina Sato went down to the field. And Sato, who scored on a free position attempt before, this time passes over. And to the far corner it goes, and now back up top for Person. Mary Kate cuts inside, and two defenders there. Wow, that closed up quickly. Nice job by Mercy defensively. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. In front, scores! Christina Sato gets her second goal of the game. Mary Kate Person picks up the assist. It's a 10-goal Spartan lead, so we will have a running clock. However, a timeout has been called, so we will step away as well and be back with more lacrosse after this on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
At the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex, the Tampa Spartans in a big 10-goal lead. It is 13-3. And they will be right back here at home the day after tomorrow, Wednesday, March 19th at 12 noon to take on Pace. If you are watching from a Mercy University standpoint, thank you so much for joining us here on TampaSpartans.tv. And your team will be in action on Wednesday as well in Lakeland, playing number 2 Florida Southern, a 7 p.m. game. As we are ready to resume here following the timeout, and it's Maddie Sizzlick out there for the Spartans and Megan Callow for the Mavericks. .5:45 to go in the third. And once this ball is in play, we will have a running clock due to the 10-goal margin. That is at least until the Mavericks have some say in it. It's Talenti on the run, being chased by Grace Gilmore. Talenti on the back line. And the official back there is saying she was pushed out. And now play resumes. There's a pass that Kelly quickly relays down into the corner and to the other side of the net. Up top, that's Hansen. Hansen looking for a shooting lane. Strong defense by the Spartans, a little too strong, as the official making the call against Tampa. And so a free position attempt here for Leah Hansen. Hansen entered this game as the leading goal, assist, and point getter for the Mavericks. And the goal will not count as the official blew the whistle for a violation. And so the Spartans take it back the other way as Waters brings it up. Now quick passing as it's in the stick of Peyton Howell. Howell cuts inside, pass in front, shot coming, and a save made by LaMonica. As the Mavericks try to start back. And Szymborski gets the pass away. To the middle of the field it goes. Meyer once again. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Over it comes to Kelly. And back up top, Myers goes to the other side. And Meyer with it once again. Now over here to Kelly. Kelly trying to go one-on-one. Avila stays with her. And Kelly gets inside, but no, Avila took it away. Great defensive play by Isabella Avila. The ball is loose, and the official right there to call against the Spartans. And so possession to Mercy University. And Caden Meyer with it once again. Her pass over. And nice save there by Barbosa on a shot by Riley Wallace. Mavericks get the rebound though and continue working. There's a pass that misses. And we have a whistle over here on this side of the field as shaken up was Talenti, and now she puts it into play. Behind the net it goes. Working out in front, and there's a shot that didn't get through. And the Spartans head back the other way. Avila on the run being chased. Has it knocked free from her stick. And now in behind the Spartans net it goes. Pass in front, tried the quick stick, and unsuccessful, and the Mavericks get the rebound. And it's played back to the goaltender, LaMonica. There's a pass up ahead. And to the middle of the field as they cross midfield. Casey Bates with a pass, and Morales heads towards the corner. Pushed by Aaron McLaughlin, and the official blowing the whistle, I think from back when McLaughlin originally was whistled. Was trying to be persistent and get play to stop. And they restart from the corner, and the pass is knocked down by Lexi Waters, and Waters able to come out of it with the ball, throws it, and doesn't connect, but this might be a fortuitous bounce as the Spartans come away with it. They've got numbers, and wow, nice play there by the Mavericks to strip it from Christina Sato. And this is Talenti. Down to 35 seconds left in the third quarter. And the Mavericks, will they work it down to the final seconds or take their quote-unquote last shot now? And behind the net, looking for an open teammate. There she is, 10 seconds remaining. Cutting inside, Hansen takes a shot and a save by Barbosa. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and the third quarter will expire. And the Spartans in a big 13-3 lead. We will take a break and be back with the fourth quarter right after this on TampaSpartans.tv. The Tampa Spartans, 15 minutes away from what would be their season opening 8th straight victory. They outscored Mercy 6-0 in the first, 4-3 in the second, and then 3-0 in that third quarter. Shots on goal to this point are 16-6 in favor of the Spartans. They have 5 shots off goal. The Mavericks 6-6, 6 on, 6 off. Draw controls are 14-4 in favor of the Spartans. 17 turnovers by the visitors and 16 for the home team. And we're awaiting the draw at midfield, which we'll see Megan Callow and Mary Kate Person. Spartans, as I mentioned, without Sophie Risk, who was injured in the portion of this game that was played yesterday. She is on the Spartan sidelines on crutches and with a brace on her right knee. And carrying on without her and scoring 5 from Peyton Howell, but 5 other players combining for the other 8 goals. Maddie Sislick, Isabel McGarvey, and Christina Sato all have 2 each. And both Grace Lichtenberger and Kaylee Van Vladriken each have 1. Caden Meyer with 2 goals for Mercy, and Megan Callow with the other. Meanwhile, we have a 1-minute penalty call against Lindsay Shimborski of the Mavericks. Illegal use of the stick. So the Spartans, who scored before with the extra player, at work in those same circumstances here. And up top it comes to Montgomery, and the whistle blows just as McGarvey received the pass. And so Isabel McGarvey will have a free position attempt here against goaltender Olivia LaMonica. McGarvey, and LaMonica makes the save. McGarvey was trying for the hat trick, and hold on, the Spartans in the far corner with it. Up top, that's Montgomery again. Now McGarvey, pass across, inside, good look at the net, and LaMonica with another save. And the official, I thought I had heard the whistle, and as they tried to restart, official with the whistle again to ensure that stoppage in play. And the ball is given over to Mercy, and LaMonica from behind her own net, looking for an open teammate. And LaMonica, some pressure on her now as she gets it over towards the far sideline. Up ahead it goes. And now across midfield goes Riley Wallace. Wallace on the run. Wallace puts on the brakes, now pivots back towards the corner, sends it in behind the Spartans' net. Hansen trying to go one-on-one, bumped by Waters, and another defender slides over to help. The Spartans cause a turnover, and off they go. And 2 defenders give chase for the Mavericks, and they're able to knock it free from the stick of Sia Markowski. And the Spartans get it right back. Grace Gilmore on the run. And here comes Tampa across the Mercy line. Sislick with a pass. Up top it comes, over for Howell. And a little push on McGarvey as she gives up the pass. And that's Sato over there. Now intended for McGarvey. She's going to have to chase it down, and does manage to get there in time. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Sislick tries to get inside, is bumped by Meyer. McGarvey. And nothing there as Sislick tried to get inside again. Howell thought she had an opening, and the Mavericks collapse on her, and they cause the turnover. Mercy heads back the other way. Look at the Spartans sprinting to try to catch Wallace from behind. Unsuccessfully, though, as play carries on. Player goes down, and Barbosa with the save. And she settles it down and leaves it for Lexi Waters. Waters with a pass up ahead. Sislick pushes it up into the Mavericks' end of the field and slowed down, and they reset up top with Lichtenberger. Over to this side now. That's Audrey Wisdom. And here's McGarvey. Sato looks for an open teammate, a bounce pass that gets there. And a whistle there against Meyer as play carries on. Howell, and just ran out of real estate. Sends in front, scores! The quick stick. And that appeared to be Audrey Wisdom. 5 minutes and 12 seconds into the fourth quarter. The Spartans make it 14-3. Peyton Howell gets the assist as Audrey Wisdom, in her third game of the season, gets her second goal of the year. And the clock, of course, continuing to run as we await another draw. This appears to be Maddie Sislick and Megan Callow. And Sislick ends up with it. Gives it to Waters. Pass to the far side. And down to the corner. And now in behind the Mavericks net. Being bumped. McGarvey keeps it the whole way. Now head towards the net. Isabella McGarvey. And just at the last minute, Szymborski able to get over there defensively for the visitors. And a whistle call against the Mavericks. And so a free position attempt here for the Spartans. And there's a shot, and LaMonica with the save. Olivia LaMonica has been very busy. As play went down the other way, and it'll go right back as the Spartans back in possession. LaMonica has faced 19 shots. And a whistle there as Delaney Starr was interfered with by the Mavericks, and we're going to have a call with 7:32 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Penalty to number 15, Caden Meyer. 1 minute for illegal use of the stick.
Caden Meyer, 1 minute for illegal use of the stick. So again, the opposing player that has 2 of the 3 goals, they score! Getting called for a penalty that the Spartans promptly take advantage of as Sia Markowski finds the back of the net to make it 15-3. And for Markowski, that is her 3rd goal of the season.
Number 19, Sia Markowski.
Less than 7 minutes to go here in what we will call the game. But we have a timeout being called. And so we will do the same and be back with more lacrosse after this on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Back live following the timeout. 6:56 remaining in the fourth quarter. And the Tampa Spartans on their way to their season opening 8th consecutive victory. They started this game 7-0, and the Mavericks started at 3-2 and on their way to their second straight defeat. As we'll have the draw following the Markowski goal. The defending national champions with a great start to their 2025 season. And it'll be worth watching the health of Jenna Myhall, Sarah Engel, and Sophie Risk as the games continue on. As play resumes in this one, Spartans already with a big target on their back because they're the defending national champs, and now with a perfect one-loss record and without their 2, 3, and 4 top point getters, the opposition will certainly have Tampa in their crosshairs. Difficulty on the far side for the Mavericks. Strong defense by the Spartans. And now finally picked up and settled down as it's sent over for Kelly. And now Wallace pushes it over to the other side. Down it goes behind the Spartans' net. Meyer. And nowhere to go for Kelly, so she sends it up top for Hansen. Hansen checked by Waters. Picks it back up, less than 10 on the shot clock. And a nice job there to cause the turnover as the Spartans go back the other way. Jamie Demare. In the far corner. And now up top it comes. Over for McGarvey. Goes to the other side. Pass down low, misses. And pulled down by the Spartans. And Howell bobbles it. Now pulls it down, takes a long shot, and a good save there by LaMonica. And Mercy with a pass up ahead that misses at midfield, and this will be turned over. Here come the Spartans again. McGarvey crosses the line. McGarvey into the Mavericks' end. Pass left there, and now up top it goes for Howell. Some fresh troops onto the field for Tampa. And a whistle stopping play. We are just under 4 minutes remaining in the game. And possession to Mercy University. Starting it out is Marino. Emily Marino, lots of white shirts around her. Nice job to get through all that traffic. And now a pass to Morales. Morales is bumped. Isabella Avila rides her all the way to the back line and not able to cause a turnover, or is she? Yes. A great individual effort by Isabella Avila defensively, as Lexi Waters will bring it up now. Waters approaching midfield. Looks for an opening. And is pushed out. And the official on the spot to say as much. And she's actually down on the field. And not jumping right back up. Being looked at by one of her teammates. And now Lexi Waters gets up, although still bent over with her hands on her knees as the member of the training staff came over. And it appears as though Lexi Waters is going to head off the field. Takes off the protective eyewear, and at least she's jogging under her own power. And she has a seat on the far sideline as play resumes. And the Spartans don't need to lose another player. And now this is McGarvey with it. Ball is loose. Game clock at 2:35 left. Possession stays with you, Tampa. And the official sorting it out, as it looks like a free position attempt for Maddie Sislick. And she backs out and looks for an open teammate. Finds one in the person of Grace Lichtenberger. And up top it comes to Van Vladriken. McGarvey. Quick passing by the Spartans. Howell inside. And there was no shot there for Audrey Wisdom, but now she will get a free position attempt. And fortunately, on the far sideline, Lexi Waters appears to be standing now. So seemingly okay after being shaken up here on the near sideline. Spartans continue. The shot clock is down to 15. And that one's going to go out of play, so they're going to turn it over on the far side of the field. And now maybe the official changing his mind, as after all that, we're actually going to end up with a free position attempt for Peyton Howell. Howell, keep in mind, has 5 goals, not to mention 1 assist in this game. And some discussion over at the scorers table is the reason for the delay. Well, this should bode well for the number 1 ranked Spartans. Not only a victory over a ranked Mercy University team, but a big victory, as now we're set to resume. And Howell breaks in, shoots, scores! Peyton Howell with goal number 6 on the day, and it's a 16-3 Spartan lead. And what a game Peyton Howell has had. She is now up to 35 goals on the season. And Mary Kate Person will take this draw for the Spartans. Although I wonder, are we getting a timeout called by Mercy, perhaps? Just 55 seconds left in the game. I'm not sure what the rationale would be for head coach Don Sachs. To call that timeout. Let's look ahead. The Spartans, as I mentioned, will remain home and play here on Wednesday afternoon at 12 against Pace. And they will stay home 1 week later, Wednesday the 26th, a 5 p.m. game against Florida Southern. And for Mercy University, they will stay in Central Florida and play the day after tomorrow at 7 p.m. in Lakeland against number 2 Florida Southern. And then similarly, 1 week later, they will be in action up in Philadelphia when they play at Jefferson. And now set to resume this one. A 16-3 Spartan lead. And draw controls are 16-5 in favor of the Spartans. And this one will be controlled by who? As a bunch of them battle for it. And it pops out one more time. And kicked at. And now picked up by the Spartans. That's Sia Markowski. Markowski heads to the far side of the field, now cuts back in the middle. And a stick comes up from one of the Mavericks and play carries on. As Tampa gets it across midfield, now across the Mercy line. 23 seconds left. Person sends it over for Markowski to McGarvey. McGarvey puts on the brakes. Pass intended for Person. She runs it over on the far sideline and she falls down as the ball rolls out. And it doesn't matter as the horn is going to sound and the game has reached a conclusion that took 24 hours to play thanks to a weather delay yesterday. But the Spartans come away with a big 16-3 victory over the number 23 ranked Mercy University Mavericks. Tampa improves to 8-0 on the season and get a big game from Peyton Howell, who finishes with 6 goals and 1 assist. Savvy Barbosa goes the distance in the net and gets the win. She allowed 3 goals and made 4 saves. And at the other end of the field, a busy game for Olivia LaMonica, who goes the distance and takes the loss. She allows 16 goals, but does make 6 saves. The final line score, the Spartans 6 goals in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth. And for the Mavericks, all 3 of their goals came in the second quarter. 2 of them off the stick of Caden Meyer and 1 from Megan Callow. Worth noting for the Spartans, in addition to the 6-goal, 1-assist outing for Peyton Howell, Isabel McGarvey, Maddie Sisluk, and Christina Sato all had 2 goals each. So the Spartans with another big offensive outing, and they win their 8th straight game. I'm Bruce Wozniak, thanking you for watching. My thanks, as always, to Andre Pyatt for his work on these broadcasts. This has been TampaSpartans.tv. We'll see you on Wednesday.